Hi ladies, how are you and how is your hair? I hope you've been treating her well, but if not, I came to remind you not to abandon her. So this time of the year, depending on where you live, the weather is likely to be cold, dry, your lips are chapped, you crave spicy food, your knees and elbows are ashy, and your hair easily becomes brittle. So you're going to have to do some things to protect your hair from breakage so that all the effort that you've been putting in throughout the year or throughout the years does not go to waste. So the first thing is deep conditioning. All right, so most of us know that deep conditioning is one of the things that can really help to preserve your hair from breakage, right? I know not everyone does it, but it's generally something you do to keep your hair strong. But you're gonna have to level up your deep conditioning game because the weather is drier and colder. So let's say you deep condition once or twice a month, you might have to increase it to 3 times a month or 4 times a month. And the reason for this is because, as you probably know, dry hair is more brittle and it breaks easily, so you want to keep it as moisturized as you possibly can. I also advise that you use heat, in form of a steamer as well, to help the deep conditioner penetrate your strands, because that's harder to do when it's cold and dry. And apart from deep conditioning, make sure you're consistent with your moisture. Our hair easily becomes dry, and that's one of the reasons that it breaks easily. Dry hair and wrong manipulation, too much manipulation. So the second thing is protein treatment. All right, so our hair protein needs are different, and not every hair type needs protein regularly, right? For example, girls with low porosity don't need it as often as girls with high porosity type of hair. Also, if you bleach your hair or you manipulate it or you change your hair often, you're gonna need to do more protein treatments. And if you don't have the money for a branded protein treatment, you can just use mayonnaise. It's perfect. You can add honey or whatever you want to it. The third tip would be to keep your hair stretched. So, okay, I think I'm going to make a separate video about this, but yeah, braids, cornrows, twists, blowouts, silk presses are all ways to keep our hair stretched. So this is one of those hair retention tips that I think has kind of gotten lost in the plot. If you watch a lot of the OG gurus, they all say this: type 4 hair easily curls around itself, and this characteristic is what creates single strand knots, and it allows it to get tangled easily. And the single strand knots too, you have to cut it off and you're losing hair length. That's why some naturals say that when they started straightening their hair or even getting silk presses, provided that they took care of their hair, of course, they retain more length compared to when they left their hair in its most shrunken state. So whether you use heat or not, you need to keep your hair stretched. My hair is currently in mini braids and it has helped my hair to break less. Another tip is, I think it's number 4, hot oil treatment. Of course, this is if you want to. Okay, so you might ask, why hot oil treatment? First of all, the scalp massages you do during the hot oil treatments improves circulation. The heat helps to just coat your strands and just keep it, and it helps your hair to stay moisturized. Just putting in all those good stuff, the hair foods. This enables nutrients to easily get to your scalp and penetrate your strands, and all this helps to strengthen your hair, and that is exactly what we need in these dry seasons. The last tip is to do a long-term protective style. I know that there are a lot of cute hairstyles, and if you get bored easily, you like to switch it up often, but right now your hair is more susceptible to damage during this time, so the less manipulation the better. Just challenge yourself a little bit. I actually think that this is a good time to wear mini braids. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's because I have mini braids right now, but I mean, you don't have to wear mini braids, but I just feel like they're a very good option. Twists, cornrows, yeah, this is if you don't want to use heat, by the way, so you can try and keep it for a month, maybe 6 weeks, and if you can manage it properly, maybe even longer, depending on what makes your hair dry. I know that these tips sound a little bit extra, but if you want to retain length, especially right now, you're gonna have to be extra, but honestly, it's worth it. Thank you for watching, and also don't forget to check out my other hair videos. I mean, this is not primarily a hair channel, but I have natural hair and it's one of the topics that I'm kind of passionate about, and yeah, join the community. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.